My name is Santa Claus, and this is... I'm joking, my name is The Adipose, but this is The Simpsons Tapped Out, and today we're going to be looking at some highlights of my live stream with special Christmas city design. Well, greetings everybody. Last night was Simpsons Tapped Out live stream day, 9 PM, and if you were there, thank you, and if you weren't there, where the hell were you? Because it was cool. We spent an hour looking at Christmas, basically, popping into loads of people's different cities and looking what they had done with the Christmas decorations, with the new buildings, with the new characters, getting all Christmassy and festive before returning to my Springfield and putting together some designs of our own. In this video, I'm just going to show you a few highlights, a few of the designs I featured, and what I ended up with. Well, last night we sped over to one of my new buddies, Brett Olmsted, to have a look at his Christmas village, which I think has some lovely elements. So if I just kind of zoom across here, you can see we've got quite a few of the Christmas content here. We've got elves' houses, Claus Company, obviously various Christmas trees and stuff. But one item I'd particularly like to focus on, and we did focus on last night, is this house at the front, because it's actually 3 white houses, but it's been arranged in such a way with a clever entrance and clever position of trees to look like one massive white mansion, which is the entrance to this kind of Christmas world. If you look around, there's no other ways to get into this Christmas world other than through this kind of house. A bit like a theme park, and you have to go through like those magical gates and you get all excited as you go through. But through some clever positioning, he's made the 2 other white houses look like the kind of the east and west wing and kind of this kind of Christmas mansion. Bit of fake 3D as we've gone up and about using the kind of the hedges there, and then a lovely kind of walkway using the Springfield fence to kind of direct the visitors around. A lot of people I've noticed have managed to use the Halloween content really nicely in the Christmas update. The gingerbread house, even the pumpkin can work really nicely when used in the right place, in the right way. We've got the full set of the Simpsons snowmen there, so must have been some very lucky spinning or some donut spending, but they line the way very nicely to go and meet good old Santa. Now, this was another one of my new friends, Jopper79, and what I really liked about Jopper City was the fact that the Christmas tree itself had been made a focus. And I was talking about this last night, about how when you often get a big town square or a city square, there'll be somewhere in the city where a huge Christmas tree is really the focus of an entire area. And there's not very many buildings around here, if any, really. I mean, a few little kind of decorations around, but the way the hedges have been decorated and the way the walkways are going is this tree is absolutely the focus. And it might well be that there's normally a statue in this location, but it doesn't matter. It's Christmas time. We're having a bit of a redecorate for the holiday period, and this tree really stands out. And I've actually seen some towns where, and this isn't a criticism, seen some towns where these kind of these big trees have actually just been used as like another decoration with maybe 3 or 4 in a row, which looks okay, but I think it's a lot more powerful when shown like this, separate from other trees, separate from other decorations, chairs and stuff around it, really kind of brought out as the focal point of a park or a town square or something like that. Lovely design. Thank you very much, Jopper. And this is another one of my new friends, Mitzi, who has put together what I could only describe really as Santa's Castle. You come along the high street here, past the movie studios, past a few kind of more industrial stuff, bit of pumpkin stuff, and then the drawbridge, the moat. You cross it. You go past the flaming barrels. You go past the Nutcracker soldiers, going past all the kind of the castle keep and the tree and various things like that, leading you up to a 3D version of Santa's village. And again, that kind of moat idea has been kind of flows all the way around the edge there. Really lovely design that brings out kind of makes the Santa's village decoration look even more important kind of than it does already. This whole area leads you up, both as a kind of a viewer and as if you were a real person kind of walking through the city, leads you to Santa's village, and that kind of fake 3D effect there, making it seem even higher, looking out over all of the rest of the Christmassy, magical, Santa-like domain. But of course, the Christmas decorations are not just about Santa's Village, because there are loads of other Christmassy stuff as well out now as well, including Costingtons, which is one of the last unlocks that you may get, which makes a brilliant addition to a slightly more kind of high-class shopping area. It goes really nicely with the King Kong skyscraper and Costco. You can make a really kind of like expensive shopping area here. And one design element I really liked here was the Sprawl Mart has a kind of outside area where she's kind of lined up decoration after decoration to make it look like you go into the shop, you do all your inside shopping, and then you go outside one of those little side entrances that those supermarkets have, and you can go and get loads of outdoor decorations as well. I thought this was a really lovely idea that I will shamelessly be inspired by for my own design as well. The Springfield Mall, of course, is another part of the Springfield the Christmas update, and it really nicely has 2 entrances. So as part of your design there, you can really make a feature of having 2 different ways to go into that building. So in the stream, we've probably spent about 30-35 minutes going to visit some of my buddies' lovely Springfields and getting some inspiration. And as normal, I came back and I started my little design live, and I finished it off this morning. And this is what I've finished with. I haven't quite finished the kind of entranceway to my Christmas zone, but basically I kind of made a Christmas area that's going to be up for like the next month or so, and I'll probably take it down and readjust it after that. But we come in, and you've got a lovely bit of car parking for the skating rink, framed with some lovely Christmas decorated hedges. We've got a little tree over here, and we've got an ice statue there. Lovely frozen lakes, of course, had to be decorated with some sort of kind of lampposts for some Christmas lovers out for a midnight stroll. And then I've kind of done this kind of Christmas kind of walkway down here with a few trees, 2 lampposts, and it leads the eye nicely along. And then this was an idea I saw from someone on Tapped Out Forum. The idea that the skating rink doesn't necessarily have to be indoors. If you kind of put some lake out the back, because it's frozen over, it actually just looks like the ice rink is outside. And then you can have a little play with things like fences and benches for people kind of watching, entrances like we've done here. It's just a shame we can't get people kind of skating all over it, really. But it's a lovely external large ice rink for your Springfielders to enjoy. And then I put together a little kind of social area with the new cider decoration and a peanut cart. We've got one of those flaming barrels there, quite cheap on the donut, so probably not too bad to pick up, but I thought that was a nice area for the community to kind of gather. And then of course there's the present machine, and I wanted to kind of make it, I wanted to give it some space, because obviously the presents drop around there and I don't want to be hunting for them always, so I wanted to give it some space, but at the same time I didn't want to put it in the middle of nowhere. So I've kind of made it as if it's like a Christmas attraction that people go and visit, with a little entranceway with candy canes, some lampposts and bells around the edge, and a little fence to kind of round the whole thing off. And I kind of like the idea that, you know, it's somewhere for my Springfielders to visit, but also practically it's a place where I can pick up the lovely presents to get myself some lovely gift cards. And then of course the eye in the Christmas zone leads us around to Santa's Village. I've gone for the double reindeer zone with fenced off using the Squidport fence, which worked really nicely. I through some kind of glitch I actually ended up with 2 elf huts. I haven't bought one. It seems to it gave me one, and then I logged out of the game and I logged into the game and it said there's one in your inventory, and I went, oh great, and so I actually ended up with 2. So I've made them part of the design. I've put the Christmas tree in the middle of the water. I thought that was really nice, with some flaming barrels to kind of accentuate it and make it look important, because I really wanted the big Christmas tree to stand out. And then of course we've got Santa's village, which was largely untouched by me, but I have just put a couple of little extra trees on each end to just kind of extend it out slightly. The Springfield Mall, which some people have complained is a little small, which rhymes, but what I did was I used that idea of having an outside zone there as well, and I used both entrances. So the idea is that the pink entrance is the front entrance, and the orange entrance takes you out to a kind of garden zone where I've got loads of Christmas decorations, ice statues, chairs, tables and chairs, bells and lampposts, all ready for people to purchase. And then just finished it off with a little kind of fence and a few trees. Obviously this area here will become other stuff in the future, but I have put together my little Christmas zone thanks to the inspiration of others, and there is so much cool stuff that can be done with the Christmas stuff. In the live stream last night we really were oohing and ahhing almost all night at all the different stuff that people have come up with. So if you found this special Christmas city design video useful, then please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course don't forget the live stream itself, where you can interact for a full hour and see loads more designs, will be next Saturday as always at 9 PM GMT which is UK time. Thank you very much to all of the designers that I featured last night and this morning. There's loads of designs that I wasn't able to put into this particular recap, including an amazing little Santa complete with reindeers and rocket-powered sled and all sorts of things. So if you can go and watch the full live stream over on Twitch if you wish. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.